Vision 2020.
Vision 2020.
First episode, Honesty Hour with Ethan.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the infamous.
The infamous. Here I am.
Mr. Harris.
Yep, here I am. Okay. Well, I'll let you take lead then, Miss Podcaster. What do you want to know?
Well,
An
this
honesty
is
hour
an
here.
impromptu podcast, but I don't know. What do you feel like being honest about? What do you want the world to know? What do you want to get off your chest?
Oh, shit. You know.
What stories do you have to tell?
Oh, God damn.
So many.
There really are. I don't know. See, the world's not ready for them all yet. So I think this honesty hour with Ethan's really going to have to be like a saga of these crazy ass fucking
Makes sense.
events in my life.
Yeah.
Maybe like one per podcast. Like
one per podcast.
Maybe
that's all that we can handle.
Maybe two for the bold. But yeah, I think for the most part, I'd be doing a public service by not getting everything all out there at once. That'd be a little much.
I see. Well, what do you want to talk about right now?
Oh, what do I want to
Why are we both getting spam calls at the same time, too? I just got
really?
one, too. Yeah,
That's funny
literally.
shit.
What the fuck?
Mine's coming from Alaska.
Mine was coming from Missouri. Sedalia.
Sedalia.
958, yeah.
Fuck a spam call, but that's me. Honestly, I guess that's something we can talk about. Talk about work. Not to bore everybody with fucking work stories. I'll just hit the highlights here. But that's me.
Highlight reel, real quick.
I call people all day, every day, and people fucking hate talking to me.
Well, you are in sales.
Yeah, I'm a telesales guy, bro. I got to call people who don't want to talk to me and convince them to take a meeting with me so I can explain to them how to use social media to grow their business.
And how do you like it?
It's got its highs and lows. It's been
highs and lows.
We've been in the lows here for a little bit, but eventually there's got to be highs, or maybe there won't be. I don't know.
No, everything goes up and down, highs and lows, cycle of life.
Yeah.
What's that word? There's like a word for it. Ebb and flow. The ebb and flow of life.
Ebb and flow. Yeah.
Okay, well, get into it.
No, I mean, there's really not much. I was just pointing out, come on, we're on set. Why do you have alarms going off right now?
I was unprepared. I didn't know I was recording my first one today.
Yeah, well, here we are. First podcast on the books, everybody. Thanks for coming in, checking out Vision 2020.
Vision 2020.
Yeah.
Honesty Hour with Ethan.
Part
1.
Yeah. That's kind of a collaborative podcast. The Vision 2020. Yeah, I mean, set your board up in like 30 seconds.
Well, I was already... The basics were set up, and to be honest, I kind of configured all the settings that eventually led to recording.
Yeah. Like I said, it was a nice collaboration.
Yeah.
I did little freestyling earlier. I got my music looping in the back here for you folks at home. What you know, this fucking dope. I know. That's why I set it fucking up. Wow, I'm about to back up this fucking Mack truck, and I'm about to dump the knowledge, so fucking stay tuned. That way I go around, I'm looking like a gooner, like a tune, like a motherfucking animaniacs. That was one for your 90 kids with your hat turned to the back. I know you got it. Yeah.
See, okay, you did help me figure out some cool settings.
Yeah, we out here. Free freestyle for you folks at home.
Gotta hit the Nick stick.
Gotta hit the Nick stick. You should be careful saying that on your podcast.
Why?
You'll get canceled. What'd she say? It sounds too close, like something we can't say today.
Oh. Oh my God, why did you say that? I'm fucking dead. Stop.
Your followers are gonna hate me if they ever listen to this podcast portion. So maybe don't release this one as your first one.
Yeah, I'll just save it to the banks, but we'll know that I was.
Yeah,
whenever I do release it, they'll know it's my first one.
Yeah, well, no, this was. Wait till you're like 10, 15, 20,
and just sneak it in.
Where I came from, like the beginnings.
Yeah. I'm dead. I like that. I like it.
You got to get your followers hooked before you drop me on.
Yeah, you're right.
We do not have the same following. Yeah, no. I'm a very polarizing person. That is without a doubt. You.
How'd you describe me online?
How would I describe you online? Oh, fuck. This is the worst question to ask for yours. Okay, man, your followers are going to really fucking hate me on this.
Dig in. Give me your worst.
You can't handle it. No. How would I describe you online? Your online personality is one of... It's one not based in any sort of real reality.
What?
I think you just fucking say shit.
That is my reality. I just say shit.
I know. It's just...
I wing every day of my life.
I know. I don't know. And your following is just as... Yeah, see, there's no way for me to describe you online without fucking everybody listening to your podcast hating me.
You're just talking about Twitter.
Yeah, I really am. I am. Your Twitter is fucking...
What's wrong with it?
You just post the most off-the-wall shit that doesn't make any sense at all sometimes.
Sense to me. It does, though. You just have to open up.
Afterwards, like, when I'll see it, I'll be like, Alahna, what did this mean? And you're like, I have no fucking idea. Like, but your following's like, damn right, girl. Like, fuck yeah, feel that. And it's like, you feel what? What is she? She said something about fucking noodles. Like, how... It's just like, what?
Well, I'm just sharing my thoughts.
I know.
And people can relate.
I know. What really terrifies me, though, is how obscure your thinking is, and the fact that through social media and Twitter specifically, you have managed to create this echo chamber.
I do not.
Of similar-minded, completely off the wall. And I mean, in a way, I guess it's a beautiful thing but it's also the worst thing in the world, because that's how you get these fucking crazy, conservatives and stuff that join, groups
I see what you're saying.
And then they say something, and because there's fucking 150 people in this group that are all also fucking stupid that agree with them, they agree, and then yep, this is reality. Look, all these people agree with me.
Okay, in my defense, I also get plenty of negative feedback online too. Plenty of people are in my mentions like, fuck you, whenever I tweet controversial shit. But
yeah, well,
it's either all good or all bad, but it's not just all good. Or wait.
I have a cousin who lives I think she lives in Ohio now after she got married. But she posted this fucking meme online of a mom sheep crying, and next to her was a wool sweater or something. It was, but the point it was making was that by shearing sheep, you're taking baby sheep away from their mothers and killing them. Alahna, sheep don't die when you shear them. In fact, it's necessary. Sheep have to be sheared every certain amount of time, otherwise it'll all build up and just... So damn, literally by something that just has to happen. And my cousin Tristan commented on it, and he was like, sheep don't die when you shear them, right? And she fucking went off and blocked him and shit. It was so fucking
She blocked her own cousin?
Yeah. I mean, that's not uncommon in my family. My uncle has my mom blocked. My mom has my cousin blocked.
Oh my God, it sounds like my family.
They just, and we all hang out together and everything's cool, but
see, my family won't even hang out. They just cut off contact and disappear.
No, it's just their political views are so fucking opposite. My mom's a hardcore conservative, and my uncle's the most liberal fuck you've ever met. And I fall pretty much smack dab center.
Yeah,
I think everybody's stupid, and I think
I don't claim any
system's one of the worst things that's ever fucking happened to democracy. But I mean, you can't have just an educated opinion anymore without it has to be polarized. Because if one side agrees with it, then the other side will automatically just disagree with it, and then your middle line point is now either a far left or a far right idea because of the side or the fucking media channel that wants to endorse it. And it's just
everything's run and controlled by media corporations. Anyone with money, just follow the money.
It's a tool. I mean, honestly, media more than anything is...
Well, yeah, that's how you control people. Not control, but influence how they think. Hence the term influencers is what they call the major people online. It's right in our faces.
Yeah. I mean, today's fucking insane. And I don't see it getting any better anytime soon.
Yeah, no.
It's pretty much why I just want to keep learning skills and be able to just
appreciate that here.
Bail and go to a fucking cabin in the woods somewhere and be able to survive. Because
yeah, you do be watching those nature He'll sit and watch like an hour-long video of just silence, a guy in the woods building a hut from scratch and building a fire pit. And I'll sit and watch it with you, and, you know, it's super interesting. And that one time we went to Carlisle, you like made a little impromptu fire pit. Actually, it was
in your intro?
It is in my trailer, in my podcast trailer. I did put that, and I was like, you can learn something.
You took copper out. I noticed.
You know, that was the rough draft. I had to rearrange it.
I was a little hurt when copper left the intro. I mean, he was cute,
you know, but it just didn't make the final cut.
Copper didn't make the final. I'll let him know when I get back home that
he was.
I don't know. Fuck, he didn't make the final cut in your eyes. Not gonna miss you after I tell him that shit.
I'm dead.
Apologies, folks.
Apologies.
I know I have a fucking microphone right in front of my face, so you probably don't appreciate me coughing in your fucking ear.
Probably not.
I tried to turn. Drinking coffee probably isn't much better. These are just things I'm going to have to learn, podcast etiquette.
Hey, it's okay. I feel like most podcasters have a drink with them and just be sipping on it.
Yeah. In my opinion, I think the best duo to ever podcast is...
I know who you're going to say. I forgot their names, though.
Well, then you don't know who I'm going to say.
But I know their faces.
What's the podcast called?
I don't know, but I know it's a blonde lady and her husband, right?
Okay, that's part of it. Yeah, so that's Your Mom's House. Shouts out Your Mom's House. New episode dropped today, actually. Every Wednesday they be dropping new podcasts.
That's when I was going to drop mine on Wednesdays.
Yeah, every day they drop.
I was going to say always on Wednesdays, maybe on Mondays. So like every Wednesday, some Mondays when I feel like it. That's
yeah.
Fine.
So
every Wednesday.
My following, if I ever accrue that, you'd like Your Mom's House. Check out Your Mom's House. But no, my number one would probably be Two Bears, which, you know, is Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer. They're fucking hilarious together.
I don't know if I've listened to that.
Oh, you have. It's the same guy from Your Mom's House and the guy, the comedian who always takes his shirt off.
Yeah,
Fat Bert.
I remember him. Yeah.
Yeah. Their energy together is just fucking hilarious. It's funny. They die over the dumbest shit. But really, it's just Bert talking at Tom, and Tom just sitting there nodding and looking at the camera. And that's pretty much, you know, all the podcast is. And it's hilarious. So
yeah.
They're
pretty funny. You have shown me a lot of comedians, music, movies, TV shows. I will say.
That's right. I'm out there. It's kind of like a reoccurring theme that I discover these, like, you know, at the time, small, you know, artists, people who haven't really blown up yet, and then like watch, you know, I tell everybody, like, check them out, and I listen to them nonstop, and then like 4 years later, they fucking blow up and are massive, and everybody's listening to them, and I'm like, fuck you guys, I tried to get you to listen to him before the fucking clout.
Fuck y'all.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, there's several artists like Mercury, and you know, I've noticed, and this probably isn't a great thing.
What?
I just noticed that like all these like artists that I hype up traditionally are all like white rappers, and I'm like, fuck, is that like just, am I biased? Like, is that just internally built into me to be like?
It could just be like that style.
I think I just relate to it. I think that's really,
yeah, that's true.
Everybody kind of gravitates towards what they can relate to, and I think that
if I look at my music taste, I'm wondering what I relate to in my music taste.
Yeah, I know, me too. What the fuck? It's all about. Oh man, now that I think about it, you're into some dirty shit. I know the music you like.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So back to Honesty Hour with Ethan. Ethan, what is the biggest takeaway you've had from 2021?
Holy fuck, 2021. All right, so let's kind of frame
get into it.
What 2021 is in my 2021 for the folks at home. 2021 started with January, me getting the house in Lebanon.
Congratulations. You do live alone. That's awesome.
Yep.
fellow person who lives alone. Shout out to everyone who lives alone.
Yep. Paying my own bills.
Hell yeah.
Shit. Yeah. That was left Drive, the company I'm back at now, because of drama. Honestly, drama. I'm an idiot, and I have a tendency to do stupid things. One of which is date coworkers. I've since stopped doing that. Not great. Actually, I guess it wasn't a tendency. It wasn't like habitual, but. Anyways, I did. I shat where I ate, and I came back and bit me, and so I left there, started working remote from Ronstadt. That was pretty cool while it lasted. It was completely remote at first, and I was just working from home. Me and Copper at home all day, every day. Go take them on walks, go ride my motorcycle around, and come back and do work. It was cush while it lasted, and then they started getting a little squirrely, and I could tell. The reins, squirrely. Yeah, the reins were getting reeled in.
Yeah, didn't you actually tell your boss, look, if you're gonna fire me, just fucking do it, and then you got fired the next day?
Yeah, that's almost exactly what happened.
You're like, do it, pussy.
Yeah, I did. And hindsight, probably not the best idea, because I could still just be working remote 4 days a week and making.
And you go in the office every day.
Yeah, fucking
10 hours.
And it was lucrative as fuck. For those people who don't know, staffing, at least through COVID. Lucrative as fuck. I made not to be an asshole on the podcast, but like in August, I made $18,000 working for Ronstadt after tax.
Wait, what?
After tax. So that would have been like 25, 26 grand total.
What the fuck did you spend it on?
Lots of shit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was that time you got that watch.
I bought lots of shit. I fucking
paid off. I want to help you work
lawyer
on your
shit.
Impulse control.
Put payments on my car and my motorcycle. I fucking got a fucking Cartier watch.
I mean, it has a blue diamond in it. Matches my eyes. Sapphire is the color of blue. But okay.
No, it's not a diamond. It's a sapphire, like the stone.
Oh, like gems, crystal, sapphire, diamond.
Yeah, it's a sapphire.
See, I don't. Stone. As much as I love pretty rocks, I don't know my pretty rock geology super well.
Yeah, sapphires, blue ones.
So back to the point. What's the biggest takeaway you've had of this year?
Honestly, it's that fucking comfortability will cripple you.
I like that.
Comfortability will cripple you. If you live to be comfortable, you will not make progress, and you will become stagnant. And
so what have you done to combat that? What have you done to make yourself uncomfortable to grow?
Don't ask me that. Don't ask me steps I've taken. I'm just self-aware. I'm not saying I'm making myself better. I'm just saying I understand why I'm not great.
Oh, I get that. Too. Story of my life. It's always when you're aware of something and you know it's not great for you, but you know what I mean? You just go with it.
Yeah. I mean, last night I was like, I'm tired of being a piece of shit. I'm going to go to the gym.
Yeah.
And, you still haven't gone to the gym today, but.
In our defense.
I guess we can now. Oh, wait, I still don't have fucking.
Yeah, you don't have gym clothes. I work at 2. And, yeah, I feel like my hip is broken now.
Yeah, so. I guess we can tell that story. Last night. We were in the shower. Fun way to start a story on your podcast. Yeah, folks, you don't know. And I picked you up because, intelligent people
just
are slippery.
For fun. Like,
who does
and
this?
Immediately I was like, Ethan, no.
No, you didn't. You didn't say shit.
In my head, I did.
Okay, yeah. So I picked you up like by your ribs, under your arms, like a fucking toddler, because you're like toddler sized to me, and I can do that. And lifted you up, and it was successful. And this is the fucking thing, folks. She didn't have to fall. I was getting fucked either way.
I was falling either way.
No. So she has this like 1.5 ledge on the back of her tub, and I picked her up, and I literally sat her down on it. Like her feet were on the ground. Like she was stable. And I felt, as I was sitting her down,
They were not stolen.
I felt, well, they should have been, because I put them on the ground. All you had to do was stand.
All I had to do is stand. Anyway, continue.
I feel my feet going, and I'm like, oh, fuck. And so my feet slide out from under me, and I, like, fucking do the worm and scrape my fucking shin all to hell and jam my toes into the fucking drain. That sucked.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. And I eat shit, and I'm like, all right, well, at least I set her up, so she's fine. It wasn't even like she fell immediately after I fell. There was a solid, like, 2 to 3 second delay between, was a delay. Like, I fell, and then she, I don't know what the fuck was, like,
but
I don't know how.
I feel like I ended up injuring myself more. Like, it was, like, my shin, but also my
she falls over the top of me, and I try catching her, like, but she, like, scrapes the side of the tile on her tub, like, falling over me and out of the tub. 3 seconds after I had already fallen, and like everything was like, I set her down and then I fell. 3 seconds later, she falls. Like,
I'm saying, like, coordination isn't one of my strong suits.
Oh, certainly not. No, certainly
not. Moral of the story is maybe don't pick up in the shower. Don't pick in the shower.
Peter Piper pickle peppers. Shit. Yeah. So that was that. Not my finest moment, but I mean, worse things have happened, I suppose.
Yeah. So your biggest takeaway of 2021 was basically seek discomfort. Like, comfortability will kill, basically. Cripple is what the exact terminology used. We spent a lot of time together this year. How would you say I have changed your mindset or anything? For as much time as you spent with me, I would hope I made some sort of difference in your life.
Oh, you sure have.
What does that mean?
You've taught me a lot of things. Like, it's not my fault I am the way I am. It's because of the planets. And
Okay, that's good. I'll do that
too. No, I'm sorry.
That's good. One of my favorite Snapchat stories I took was, I kind of want to play it on here. We can, like, look at the phone. But it was like, you were just ripping into Hold on. Wait, let me try it. It was so funny.
Yeah, I know that Snapchat, and it really makes me sound like an asshole.
You were just like, I don't remember it. It's saved. It was hilarious.
Oh, my God.
It's not that I think, like, the planets are magical. I just think everything ties in together and affects everything else. See what I mean?
Yeah. It's a bunch of
Okay, wait, back
random
to the question. What have I actually
that
taught you? What have I brought to your life this year? Your silence speaks 1,000 words.
You've taught me lots of things, honestly. I told you. No, but realistically, I've tried to always be a very, like, logical. So historically, I've been ran by, like, emotions, and I kind of had to teach myself to not think that way and to think logically all the time. Like, and I think you've brought more of, like, not only, like, creativity, but, like, a different perspective on, why things happen. And
Aww.
Yeah, like, I joke about it, but I say that I think it's just a bunch of random shit happening, all the time. And with your life, I don't fucking know why, but you're like a magnet for just fucking weird related shit happening all the time.
Because it's all tied in, and once you tap into that energy, whatever you want to call it, or I don't know, but once you tap into it and know that you can literally attract things to you, you start attracting things to you. Like, it's that simple. But that means a lot. Like, you literally said I help open your perception up a little bit, and that's the entire point of the podcast.
My vision.
My vision, expanding my vision. Yeah. Perception, it's all tied in. Prospecting perspectives.
Prospecting perspectives.
Prospective perspectives.
Yeah. And I mean,
Yeah. Well,
hopefully I can start fucking attracting some positive shit.
I mean, that's the key is just knowing and believing, and then just watching my head. And also a big part is having good intentions and good karma. I will say that.
Yeah, no, I do believe there is. Well, yes and no. Because I know some pretty shitty people that just always tend to have the perfect circumstances. Really? Yeah. And I know some really good people that get fucked repeatedly.
I mean, yeah, so, I know people like that.
So, like, as much as I want to buy into that, it's like, so what? I mean, and maybe these people I think are great people have some deep secret fucking, dark sides that, attract the bad, that they get in life that I just don't know about. But, I mean.
And it's also, like, not that easy. It's like, everyone's going to go through shit. And even the people who hide it and you think their lives are perfect, like, everyone is going through shit. Like, that's a part of the growing process of life. But I do think you can subconsciously maybe choose to make it harder or less hard on yourself, depending on how you look at it, how you approach things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And historically, I have the worst. Like, I am the worst at learning things the hard way. Like, I don't think I've ever learned a lesson the easy way.
Oh, yeah. You're preaching to the choir.
Bit the dust on. Fuck, I don't want to hear it.
You got me beat. You do got me beat.
You get away with so much compared to me. Oh, my God.
You think I get away with
We're still within the statutes of limitations, so I'm not gonna out you on a podcast, but holy shit. Yeah. I get caught for everything. I got a DUI for fucking blowing a .084. .004 over.
You got a DUI for that?
Yeah. .004 over.
Any alcohol is too much alcohol.
I don't want to hear it, Miss fucking Mini White. I wonder if I swept your apart or your house.
Studio house.
Studio house with Alahna Galloway.
Oh, you need to. Oh, check.
Welcome. Welcome to the Studio House with Alahna Galloway.
Oh, hell yeah. Studio Vision 2020 with Honesty Hour with Ethan Harris.
Honesty Hour with Ethan Harris. No, I think honestly though, like, and this is obviously we're talking before either of us have actually, established any sort of podcast or anything, but I feel like there would be a big draw on a Honesty Hour with Ethan podcast, as long as I genuinely do just fucking be honest and tell the truth, because I feel like there are a lot of fucking crazy, stories and things that have happened, growing up, no Fallon, and all the way to where I am now, that people.
People want answers.
Yeah, the people want answers. I know. There's a lot of fucking things I have done, other people have done.
I feel like we both have a lot of, I don't want to say enemies, but just like not fans.
Yeah, like I said, I'm a very polarizing person. I think you kind of are too, to where we're either homies.
Yeah.
Or you don't like me that much.
Yeah.
And I mean, most successful or, influential, just powerful people are. Like, think about everybody who has any sort of, power or, mass amounts of money or anything in the country, the world. Like, not everybody likes them. Yeah. Like, the more successful you are, the more haters you build, because people are going to fucking either be jealous or envious, or, they're not going to like what you've built or what you stand for, and you can't appease everybody.
I think that's kind of why I don't want to say I'm scared, because I don't really feel scared about making a podcast, but on the same part, like, I've always been kind of like the more shy, like nervous type. So like putting out literally just my thoughts, and so it's like I am kind of scared. Like, are people gonna like think I'm weird? Or are people
But
gonna, like,
how is that gonna affect your life at all?
Exactly.
Like, think about your day-to-day routine and how
I know,
people,
and I don't give a fuck.
That's why it's like, fuck, what are you gonna do? Show up to my house to fucking bitch at me?
I'm like, please try.
But there's no,
But I'm just kind of at the point where I literally don't care, because the people who will appreciate or take something away from it will make it worth it. Plus, I just feel like it'll be a good outlet for me and open the door for other like opportunities, and I get to learn how to do a radio broadcasting and
honestly,
audio recording. And
I think as long as you come from a place of honesty, people will relate.
Yeah, I do too.
You'll get people that want to listen and that you'll be able to help, even if it's just from sharing the shit you've been through and how not to get in those positions. Like, I think as long as you're a movie, you go and just come from an honest place, like it'll resonate with people and you'll be successful with what you do, and that really carries on beyond podcasting to any aspect of life, really.
Yep. That was really sweet and insightful.
Yeah. Well, I think it was Tina Fey said, all good things come from honesty.
I love that.
Yeah, I only know that because Childish Gambino quoted Tina Fey on that. So shout out to Childish Gambino. Shout out to Tina Fey.
Damn, is that music still playing in the background?
Other one.
This one? Oh, it is perfect. I was just wondering, so whenever we go to leave, we can fade out. Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about? Plug yourself. What do you got going on?
Plug myself. What do I got going on?
Well, you work with you are a talented person. You just don't put enough energy towards it, I think. But, I mean, you also just started working full-time again. But I think you do need to put more energy into your hobbies.
Yeah, I agree. In fact, when you go to work, I'll probably go home and finish making Christmas presents on my laser CNC. Get that set up. Yeah, so I can just I'll probably just make like ornaments or something.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And give those out for Christmas presents.
That's really smart.
That's been my biggest hobby right now, would be the laser CNC stuff with my grandpa. He's building another CO2 laser. So like
building.
Yeah. So he bought one. It was like a from China one, and he was like, this thing sucks. Well, he like tore it down, looked at it, figured out how exactly it works. He's like, all right, I'm going to make a bigger one now. And so he's building one like twice the size. And it's a CO2 laser.
Shout out Pierre.
Yeah, he knows his shit. He's like me though, to where like he'll develop a million hobbies and like just fucking not spend enough time in any specific one of them. But I mean, he used to build telescopes. That's kind of what he's doing now. Like with the CO2 laser, it's all based off mirrors, the same way a telescope works. So like it fires a fucking laser beam out of this CO2 gas filled tube and hits these 3 lasers and then directs down, and that's how it like carves into the wood. It's pretty interesting shit. But he just builds shit, and he's just like, okay, I understand how this works. And so that's honestly the only reason I'm still in the Midwest right now, is so I can keep learning this shit from him while he's around and able to teach me.
I do like that about you. You really value your family, but also just intelligence and like information and learning.
That's why I watch those. I know. And it's kind of funny, but I watch the engineering videos and things like that, because it's like, if I'm just going to be watching videos, why not learn shit from it? And plus, that shit fucking really fascinating. Heavy machinery, for some reason, I don't know why, but like I've always loved, like, and it would be a decent job field to actually probably get into. Like giant crane operators make fucking
you would love that too. Why don't you look into something like that? Because that's just like the process of getting a license and like taking a class.
Schooling. I've just kind of, realistically, I know that sales in corporate America is where the real money's at, and it's unfortunate because it kind of kills me inside. But if you want to make really good money, that's how you do it. I look forward to being able to transfer the skills I've learned doing this into what I want to do, which is really kind of what I've been doing this whole time, is just learning little bits from everything, be it doing construction and learning how to, work with my hands, or, doing sales and learning that side of the operation. Like,
you have a lot of skills.
But I kind of just, I don't do anything for a long time. I just pick things. Sales, honestly, I'm going on like 3 years. That's the longest, aside from working for the Cardinals, that's the longest like steady job, that I've had.
Same. The job I have now, I've been at 4 years, and before this job, I've never stayed at the same place for more than a few months. Like, I had never had a 1-year anniversary at a job and now I'm at 4.
That's good. When you're looking for other jobs, like in the future, employers really like looking at, steady job history and not job hopping around.
Yeah.
That's a red flag immediately, always.
Yeah. Red flags. That's a whole other
maybe that
topic.
should be the name of my podcast, Red Flags.
Ethan, the walking red flag. What are my red flags?
Oh my God, we don't have enough time on this podcast.
Oh wait, last question. I'll tell you yours if you tell me mine.
I don't want to play this game.
Please, we gotta keep it interesting. Honesty hour with Ethan.
I don't want to play this.
Okay, I'll tell you your red flags.
That's the most part of the game I don't want to play.
You literally just suggested starting a podcast called Red Flags, and you don't even want to talk about it. You gonna try?
Not my red flags.
Oh, okay. That all makes sense now, actually.
All right, what are my red flags from Tess?
I would say.
Remember, this is a podcast.
Okay.
Come on now.
I'd say just read our text thread. Red flag. This is harder.
Yeah, right. It's not a fun game that you thought you wanted to play, is it?
You're almost like too nice sometimes, but not to me. I'm talking about to other. Like, you're too much of a nice salesman. You give a little salesman energy sometimes.
Yeah, always. You got to keep
to women, and I feel like that's a red flag.
See, it's business. It's all business. You never know. You got to make everybody your friend. That's how honestly, though, that's how I've made it to where I am, is 100% networking. Like, the reason the shots I've gotten is because I met the right people and turned the charm on and got put in the right spot. Like, I don't have a degree.
Connections are important.
I wasn't in sales.
Yeah, neither of us have a degree.
And I got my foot in the door at one of the best, most cutthroat sales organizations in the city. It made it my bitch for a long time.
Made it your bitch.
I really did. I was their top producing sales while I was in franchise.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll cut that out. I'll cut that out.
I bet you won't. Shit. Yeah, look at that. See, podcasting, we've been going for 36 minutes.
Yeah, it's fun. It's just like a fun conversation.
Yeah. I think this is the most we've talked.
It is actually. Oh, it's going to improve our communication.
Oh.
But I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to go somewhere with that. Yeah, just bringing the fade. There was... Oh, yeah, no. You got to tell me at least one of my red flags. That's how we'll end off.
All right. Well,
just so my viewers are forewarned, I'm not perfect. I also have my red flags.
Yeah. Okay. You assume everything will work out always.
How's that a red flag? That's called
because you make bad fucking decisions and you're just like, it'll be okay. Like,
okay,
all the time. You do the most reckless shit.
Me?
Yes.
Reckless? I would describe myself as calculated.
Yep. In your mind, that's the scary part. In your mind, it is calculated.
Well, sometimes.
You just leave out key logic factors that play.
I do tend to go off emotions 90% of the time. But I'm trying to use my brain.
It's because your crystals told you that it was a good fucking idea.
No. Because I'm naturally an emotional creature.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, so I bring out so many emotions in you.
Oh, I mean, that could be why. You do bring out motherfuckers. I've seen many sides of you. Yeah, many faces of Ethan. Well, that's a good honesty hour. That's a good impromptu pod. Yep.
Vision 2020. Plug yourself. Ethan H.F. Harris. The HF stands for Hunter Forenzo, by the way.
Yep, that is my name, folks.
He has two middle names and one is a last name. So do you have two middle names or two last names?
No, it's two middles. My mother's maiden name is my second middle name, Ethan Hunter Forenzo Harris.
Yeah, but it's also a last name. On that note,
folks, be safe out there.